can achieve greatness. You can make your dreams come true. You can be who you want to be. And you can start this journey today with just one step. Because as a Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu said, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And if you want some help on this journey, check the links in the description. So first, manage your expectations. Think about it. If you go to the gym first time, you can't squat 100 kilograms, you can't deadlift 100 kilograms, you can't bench press 100 kilograms, you just can't. You don't have enough strength and you don't even expect to do it. You just start with the bar. If you want to go on this 1,000 mile journey, you don't leap these 1,000 miles, you start with just a single step and then another. And if you want to write a book, you don't write the entire book just like this. You start with a single sentence, even with a single word, a single letter. You always start with the smallest possible amount. You start with a bar, you start with a step, a sentence. But when it comes to achieving success, when it comes to making money, when it comes to finding a girlfriend, finding friends, like being great at some skill, you always expect to be the greatest the first time you try it. You expect your first business to go well. You expect the first girl you find to accept you and to become your girlfriend. Achieving success is exactly like a 1,000 miles journey, like bench pressing 100 kilograms, like writing a book. You just need to start with a single, easiest possible thing to do right now, with the smallest amount. And until you do it for like many times, this one simple step, you cannot achieve success. This is not like an overnight thing. It is not a Hollywood movie when a spider bites you and suddenly you have great skills, great physique, and everyone likes you and loves you. Like achieving success in real life is doing these small, simple steps, but doing them consistently and doing them every day. So manage your expectations and don't expect to achieve a success overnight because you want to. So if you know that you should start with a bar, a step, a sentence, then, well, your next thing should be to find this bar. So identify the bar. Write your dream. Write what you want to achieve, whether it's financial success, like success in a relationship, or any other thing really that you think, like learning a new skill, and identify what is your dream position, what is your desire, what do you want to achieve. Write that down, and then imagine that you are building a ladder, but from the upside. Like this is your dream thing, like, I don't know, making 10K a month. So what do you need for it? What do you need to achieve it? And it would be like having a prospering business. And then go down. What do you need to achieve to have a prospering business? It would be, for example, fame or skills, so you can, like, everyone knows you and everyone buys from you. So what do you need to become famous or to build like a community? You need to become good at what you are doing. And what do you need to become good at what we are doing? You need to start doing it. You need to start a business. And what do you need to start a business? You need to like find a niche, find what do you want to do really? What type of business do you want to choose? And if you want to choose, you need to know yourself better. So it would be to journal, for example. And we came from making 10K a month to journaling about yourself, to know what you are good at, what you are bad at, what do you desire, what hardship are you willing to take on your journey. So if you write that, you can start with that. We can start with this journaling step. This is the easiest possible thing you can do right now. This is your bar. You can start from here. And then just climb this ladder that you have made. Climb this ladder, but not from the upside, but from the downside, like a normal ladder. And if you journal about yourself, if you know what type of business do you want to create, then create it. Then make yourself good at it, and then become famous by it, and then make $10,000 a month by it. I mean, it is just an example, and if I took some time and like I had my real dream before me, I would put a lot of more steps to be more specific about it. It was just an example, but I hope you get what I'm trying to say to you. And when it comes to your desire, I guess you will have much more information about it, much more like a vision inside your head, so you can do it more thoroughly, and then every step of the ladder will be you'll be able to achieve it if you achieve the previous step. So this is what it's all about. Just like the gym, progressive overload. Start with the easiest thing and then climb this ladder. Don't expect to go to your goal line, to the finish line, with just, I don't know, a day or even a month, even a year. Just try to think about it like a really long journey, like your purpose to do it for the next few years. And the faster you achieve it, greater for you, really. But try to think realistically about it. You can't achieve success in like a short time. I mean, there are people who did this, and sometimes something wonderful would happen, like winning a lottery or something like that, like your video going viral, your first video. But it is a rare case, so just focus on starting small and climbing the ladder. But the thing that will definitely come in your way, that will make you change your path all the time and going back to the square one, is comparing yourself. So don't compare yourself. Because good skill of comparing yourself good is a really rare skill. It is really very rare nowadays. Because earlier, like, I don't know, 20, 30, 100 years ago, we would only like compare ourselves with people we know, people from the same background, people from your neighborhood, from your town, from your village, and it would be like really healthy. It would spike like your competition skill, and you would want to be better than your friend, for example, and it would motivate you for harder work. But nowadays, when we have internet, it is not so easy, because you don't compare yourself to your friends, to the people in your class, to your family. You compare yourself to this 1% of people that show up on your Instagram, your TikTok, your YouTube, people who already achieved success, who have like some crazy genetics when it comes to building muscle, for example. Maybe people on steroids, people cheating, people like making everything look better, and you only see this like 1% of their life that they are deliberately showing to you, like the best life they have. And with your friend, with your family, you see like maybe not everything, but the bigger picture. And sometimes there are ups, sometimes there are downs. But when it comes to people showing their life on social media, they are only showing the ups. So if you compare yourself to this kind of people, you will fall. You will fall into a pit of depression, because you will always think badly of yourself, and you don't have to. I mean, those people exist, but they are only showing you the best of their lives, and they are still like 1% of every person on the social media. So just don't compare yourself to them. Don't compare yourself with people on the internet. Compare yourself maybe to your friends, maybe to people in your class, but stay off the internet. It would be best for you to just stay off the social media. But I know it's easier said than done. But if you really want to focus on achieving your goal and following this ladder, these simple steps, it would be beneficial for you. So think about it. Think about it and try it for, I don't know, a week. Try quitting social media for a week and see what it does for you. So manage your expectation, find the bar, and don't compare yourself. This is some piece of advice I would give you if you want to achieve your success. I am still on the path of achieving success in the thing I want right now. But by using this technique, I managed to, build quite a nice body on gym, on increasing a lot of my abilities and so on. So I can really recommend it to you. And if you don't want to do it alone, if you don't want to suffer alone through it, you can find help and people who think the same as you in the Fearproof Academy, our community that I created just for you to connect with others, to really defeat your fears with help of others, help of people who also want to defeat their fears, so they won't be like crabs pulling you down to the bucket with a boiling water. I guess you can find some really great friends on this group, in this community. You can also talk with me, and everything I will create, like some courses, like some tools, you can find it there. It's pretty cheap right now, so you can join before the price goes up. And if you are looking for ways to increase your courage, check my last video, you can find it here. It's all about courage. So stay fearproof.